Kat, I think we're live. It's been a while. Oh, you disappeared, cut off the camera. There
I'm
you go.
back.
You're back. I thought you just gone. It's been a while, Kat. I've got to remember how to press buttons. As people start to come into the live, I know it's an afternoon here in the UK or early sort of afternoon, early evening. If you're watching us live, give us a shout. We're streaming to 3 places today. We're streaming to LinkedIn, we're streaming to Facebook, and we're streaming to our YouTube channel.
Wow.
And we'll talk about the YouTube channel soon because we're going to try and build that this year. So, Kat, as people start to come in and start commenting, what have you been up to? Seems like an age. You and I talk all the time, but the people don't know what's been going on. How's the world of Kat?
World of Cats. All right. Happy New Year, everyone. If I haven't spoken to you already, it's March. Been a bit of a quiet time for me in terms of being public facing. It's the start of the year is usually my quiet time to go off and write lots of content and start building frameworks and things for the year. So yeah, it's like a bit of a shock. I'm sponsored by ChromaCam today, apparently. So bear with us. It's the first one of the year.
It's, you know what, Kat? I don't know who ChromaCam are, but you know they've decided to photobomb our live today, Kat. Yes, we internally at the APA we had some updates. We'll say we had some cyber updates to keep us up to date with 21st century tech, and that's why you'll see maybe on occasion that ChromaCam come up on Cats. Right, so I'm going to start sharing a few people. So today, thank you for everybody that's dialing in on one of those platforms. Hello, Marcia. Hello, Angie. Hello, Mandy. So I'll post them as they come through. If you come on, you're watching the live, come and say hello. Come and tell us what you're up to in the year, because this is Kat and I are going to go through a few things today. We're going to talk about the survey, the new survey that we've launched this year with our partners over at Bottom Line. So we're going to give you a bit of detail on that. We're going to talk about the 2025 APA key influencers. And we'll talk a little bit about that, how to nominate, because I know the deadline for that's coming up very shortly. So we'll talk about that. And then, Kat, we always get ourselves into trouble, don't we? We're going to tell everybody all the dates that our marketing team tell us not to. But hey, what? And there's Gareth pretending he's French. He doesn't know a French word. Bonjour. That's more of a Del boy for Gareth. Thank you, Gareth. Lovely to have you on live as well. So we'll talk a little bit about some of the key dates. And then we'll maybe even get some time to talk about the conference, which is booked. We've got that coming up. And just so everybody knows, this is our 10th anniversary. So it's our 10 years that we've been hopefully supporting the industry and the profession. 10 years since I sat in a darkened room, actually, with Gareth, and we came up with this idea and concept about, what could we create? What should it be? And who'd have thought that it had got to where it is now? And Gareth and I had hair, and we were a little thinner at that time 10 years ago. There you go. He's commented if you're in LinkedIn, he's commented in there. I'm not going to put some of the stuff he's saying. So yeah, so 10th year anniversary. So we've got lots to celebrate this year, and we hope everybody will join us at least one of our events or all of them, and that's why we're keen to tell you all about them today. So first things first, Kat, let's talk about the survey. So the survey itself this year, you and I worked in conjunction with our partners at Bottom Line. We've come up with an industry leading survey, in my opinion. It's a great survey. The questions in there are excellent in terms of what we're going to find, hopefully. It's been launched, the actual survey itself. So if you haven't already completed it, please take a look, and in a second we'll share it on the screen so you can do that. But Kat, just give us a snippet, an idea of the types of stuff that we'll look to see in the survey.
So the survey is kind of based on the APA's 6 pillars. I'm going to put myself on the spot and try to remember all 6 off the top of my head. So it's about your people, your function, your organization, sustainability, resilience, and I'm missing one. Technology. Boom. There we go. So it's all based around there. Obviously for us, the more people who complete it, the more data we can get. I'm going to plug my monthly webinars because last month was on benchmarking, and we actually brought up benchmarking on today's webinar as well, in a way of building business cases to get sort of better technology for P2P streamlining. Cheap plug, if you remember, you can go and watch it in your portal at some point. And yeah, it's just really exciting. Like I say, I think it's one of the more comprehensive ones I've seen across the market. So I'm really excited to get people's feedback and results.
Perfect, thank you, Kat. And I've shared the link below. So if you go onto our website, ap-association.com/benchmarking-survey, where that's a mouthful and a half. I'll share on the screen in a second so it looks like how you do it. Takes you roughly 5 minutes, there or thereabout, depending on how much depth. It's mainly multiple choice type questions. There's a bit of info that we need to get from you. The idea, to be honest, and we probably need to talk about why we're doing it, Kat. And the idea really is, and let's just share that. So, okay, so this is our website. So the idea behind the actual survey itself is we see lots of surveys that are run by other organizations and they're specific to certain areas. So you've got a salary survey, you've got one that might be on sort of automation. We're doing a holistic one that goes across our profession, our industry, run by ourselves. So although, you know, our partners over at Bottomline are headline sponsoring the survey, most, if not all, the questions are information that we think will be relevant to our audience, i.e. yourselves, people who are watching this, who are watching this back on replay. The survey itself will be, I think the deadline, so if I go through here, Kat, so I'm not looking away, I promise, but I'm looking at the website over here. So it tells you a little bit about the information, why you should complete it. It's across all those areas, as Kat said. As you can see there, it looks to gather data in the people area, the process, cost and cash flow, suppliers and stakeholders, tech, compliance and risk, payments and cross-border transactions, vendor and data management, and then the future, you know, what we think the future looks like. So there's a whole array of questions in there, but yeah, we've had quite a lot of responses already. It takes you anything between 5 and 7 minutes, so it's not really intrusive. And then at the end of the survey, you'll get the option. If you want a copy of it, then as soon as it's ready and we've got our comments, we will then email you a copy of it. But also, we are going to, there's the deadline. So the deadline for the survey, as you can absolutely see there, is the 31st of March 2025. So you've got a little bit of time. You've got 3 or 4 weeks to get that completed. And the idea really is once we get the results, Kat, and we then create the report, which is what this is all about, we will then actually issue, let me stop sharing that, Kat. There we go. So we will issue out the results to the wider community just ahead of AP Appreciation Week. So the idea for us is we want to use the data that's created on all of the results that we get, all of those questions, all of those results from an industry, and we want to then use it as commentary. We want to, this is every person that's within our membership, our influencers, our ambassadors, anybody and everybody. You know, you don't have to be a member of the association to actually go complete the survey, by the way. So please go and complete it, get your information in there, because this is the industry, this is the profession. We need to understand where your challenges are, what you think the future looks like. And that's what it is. So you will see throughout the whole of the year, all the events that Kat will talk about in a little while, we'll have these statistics crop up, I dare say, Kat, occasionally. Maybe a panel or two, we'll talk about some of the results, because that's what it's all about. We can only learn from the results that we get from the survey and then get in the community to chat about it. So as a reminder, you've seen the link. I'll put that link back on in a second. Once this is finished recording for the live today, we'll also then send this recording out in a sort of a format, and we'll put all the links below this post, so you can actually go and download the survey or go and complete the survey, and you'll have all the information as well. So anything else we've missed on the survey, Kat, other than it's been released, it's the 31st of March 2025 for deadline. You give your details, you complete the survey, and we will then send you a copy. Anything else I've missed, Kat?
No, just everyone log on and fill it in, please, because like I say, the more data we have, the more powerful it becomes, and it is going to shape some of our events later in the year. So it'd be great to hear from everybody.
Perfect, thank you, Kat. And as you can see, I've got a cold today, Kat. I'm not going to say I've got man flu, but I've got a bit of sore throat, gruffy throat. So you might have to take over in a minute. So let's go on to the next thing. Let's talk about the 2025 APA Key Influencers Awards. So just to set the scene on this, so every year for the past probably nearly 8 years, I think we've been doing this now, coming up to 8 years on the influencers, we've awarded people a place on the influencer index. These individuals are people that go out of the way to not only support the industry and the profession, give guidelines and sort of work with the association and their members and their own community and their own businesses. but also they really are shaping what the industry looks like and the profession looks like. And we've had people way back when we started this 7-8 years ago that really have been a big supporter of not only the industry but the association. And as it's our 10th anniversary, we really want to make this a big special one this year. So my ask, before I hand over to Kat to give us a bit of detail about this, is if you haven't already completed the influencer scorecard, and I'll pop that on screen in a second, please do so as soon as you possibly can, because the deadline is actually this Friday. So it's been out there for a while. All of the current influencers would have been emailed with the details of how to get involved. So you should have had an email. If you haven't, then reach out to Kat or I. We'll make sure you get that. But again, if you're somebody that's in the industry who would love a place on the sort of key influencer community, then why not? You know, it's free to apply. It's a short sort of scorecard. We asked a bunch of questions. And also the idea is, for us anyway, is to give back, to reward people for all they've done for the industry. And again, I can see like Marcia in the thing here. She's saying, currently not in the day. Okay, so Marcia's saying that she's not involved at the moment in the current P2P process. Now, if you want my honest opinion, people like Marcia are the backbone of us. And Marcia, you have my permission, if that's what you need, to go and complete it. Because even if you're not active today, but you have been active in shaping that community, please go and complete it. Because we really want to reward and sort of showcase all of those people that are really helping us and helping the industry and the profession. And Marcia, you're a good example of that. So make sure you go and complete that survey, that scorecard, please. Okay, now in terms of, we've got the deadline, Kat, so it's the 7th of March. We're going to announce it live. So tell us a little bit about what we did last year and what the plans are for this year, please, Kat.
So yeah, last year we had a little event called our APA Leadership Forum in the middle of AP Appreciation Week, and we did a nice sort of mini award ceremony for all of our influencers. We're probably not going to do the exact same thing this year, but I think we're aiming to do something similar to announce the new influencers around that time. As a influencer myself, what you get out of it is tenfold in terms of the community engagement, the support with professional development, support with kind of issues you've got with an ERP or even a learning and development problem. And as Jamie said, it doesn't matter if you're not necessarily doing the do every day. If you've been a part of the process at some point, would love you to get involved. You also get feedback off the back of the survey and sort of tells you from a development point of view if there's any areas for future reference. I know we have some influencers who are aspiring ambassadors, so the influencer list is the key one to get involved in, and then your next development step could be to become an ambassador.
And what I'm going to do, Kat, is I'm just going to put that scroll the bottom and have that banner. Hang on a minute. So if you want to go and do the influencer scorecard for 2025, here it is on below. So again, no excuse. It's not our website. It's a landing page we use, apa/influencer.scoreapp.com. If you've got any concerns or you want any information, reach out to Kat and I, either on LinkedIn or via email. I'll leave that on a second or two. But as Kat said, the lovely thing about this community, it is a community, and it's been a growing community for a number of years, is that not only do you help us support the industry and the profession, but we hope we help you as well, because it gives you that bit of kudos. And if you go and search, if anybody wants to know who the influencers are, go search on LinkedIn, put in APA influencer, and people proudly pop this all over there at LinkedIn. They put it up on their CVs, it's on their banners, because actually, why wouldn't you want to promote that you're one of the most influential people in the profession and in the industry as a whole? So please get involved. Two key deadlines: 7th of March, which is this Friday. So you've got a few days. You know, it's you've still got a few days to get that done. Again, it takes you maximum 5 minutes. There is some feedback you need at the end. What we try to do, if possible, is be fair. And you'll see as you fill out the survey itself, There are some questions about your content, about stuff that you do in the industry, and it can be very much around, you may not have been on stage, you may not have done, you know, blogs and whatever you might have done, but you might do a lot of stuff internally. So if you work with your team and you support them, you grow their confidence, you train them, there you go. You know, get yourself forward for a place on the industry awards. Okay, so deadline for that is, so as I say, 7th, and also then we'll make formal announcements physically on the 21st of May. But more importantly, most of the influence will be told a little time ahead of that. Talking about that community, Kat, you know, years gone by, we've talked about the WhatsApp community. The WhatsApp community is one that's very strong. We have a very strong influencer WhatsApp community, as you know, but we've got some exciting this year. We've got their own community platform, which the lovely Paige is in the chat. I can see her. Paige has built, you know, with our support, built this brilliant community chat, which is going live, I believe, this week. And the influencers will have their own dedicated area in there, and they'll be on call for all of our members, our thousands of members. You'll be on call, or the influencers will be on call. So we'll showcase you, we'll award you, all that good stuff. So make sure you get that through. So Kat, come on, it's time we get ourselves into trouble. So let's give some dates out. So I know you've been working extremely hard in the background on how to sort of the dates for all our sort of updates and conferences and forums. So let's start with the accounts payable update. So give me the dates, Kat, because I think we've got 3, and the locations, and then just give me just a brief overview what to expect on the day, please.
Yeah, so the key dates for our updates this year are the 11th of June in Manchester, the 17th of June in Birmingham, and the 8th of July in London, which is Mama Moy's birthday, if anyone's interested in that. The sessions will now be half-day sessions, so we're not asking you to take a full day out to come, and they will be very much talking about current legislation, things that are going on right now in AP that you guys need to know about. We'll have some guest speakers coming to talk on a variety of topics. And yeah, it's a great session to come and network, but the main driver is that we're going to cover all those new lovely legislation things like fair payment codes, e-invoicing, and such and such.
Yeah, and you're right, Kat. And I think, you know, predominantly it's a membership benefits. If you're a member of the association, you'll be naturally invited to one of the 3. We do try and invite non-members to these events, but it's very driven around legislation, best practice. There is a networking element to it, but because they're regional, you know, we try and encourage people from the local regions to come and get involved. But there's a lot, actually, there is a lot that's gone on in the last sort of 6 to 12 months. Yeah. And Kat's got a full agenda. There are usually about half a day. You're disappearing like Kat. You're like,
I know,
you're
it's
like
chroma cam.
Yeah, you're like a ghost today.
I'm like deep fake fraud. That's what's going on.
Deep fake. Yeah, am I actually talking to the real Kat? So yeah, so for us anyway, the update's a really important factor, because if you're in accounts payable, you're a leader and you want to keep up to date with what's going on, rather than try and search lots and lots of resource on Google and all the things and talk to your mates. Kat's compiled all this stuff. As you'll probably see, we do quite a lot of front-end content like newsletters, etc. Kat's been doing blogs. She's all blogged out at the moment. She's got 50 or 60 in the bank, as well, what I've been told. And the great thing is, every time we release that content, if it's exclusive or if it's information that we need to do, we'll pop it in the updates for you as well. And there's things like the VIDA laws. There's some stuff that Kat's been talking about, which is all brand new. People don't know about that. We work very closely with the government and sort of the Small Business Commissioner on the new Fair Payment Code. And some of the stuff we're doing it's quite exclusive, so you need to come along for that. So look, if you're not a member of ours, I think you can buy a ticket to come along. So just have a reach out. Now, look, before we go on to the rest of the events, Kat, let's just remind people that, you know, the sort of back end of last year, we decided that it wasn't just all about team memberships, so corporate and enterprise type memberships. We wanted to sort of be inclusive for individuals that might not get support from their organizations. So we've for the first time in our history delivered an individual membership, what we call a professional membership. And Kat and I will be doing a weekly webinar starting sometime in March, and we'll be going on live every week. So we'll be talking about the benefits of joining the association, whether that's professional, corporate or enterprise. And we'll take you through all the benefits you get, all the chat areas, all the communities, all the qualifications that you can get involved in, and more importantly, all the support you can get. So be aware the start point for joining the association is £99 plus VAT. So, you know, if you're an individual and you want to get involved in all the things we've talked about today, you can join the association as a professional member, and you get discounts on things like tickets to come to events such as the updates and conferences, etc. Okay, Kat. So we're in trouble about the updates, so we've told everybody now. Let's get further into trouble. Tell us about AP Week, AP Appreciation Week. When does it start, and what's special in the middle of that, please?
Yeah, so AP Appreciation Week is the 19th of May, I believe, and it's all week long. It's where we like to turn social media blue. We like to celebrate and shout from the rooftops about all the good things that have gone on in the profession over the year, that week. I think we've seen everything from bake sales to quizzes. I think people have even customized T-shirts last year. It's fantastic. It's brilliant. But as Jamie said, in the middle of that, we have our forum, which is on the 21st of May. That is the Leadership and Influence Forum. So again, lots of nice educational content all around the theme of education, advocacy, influence, leadership. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. So we've just started putting that together this week. So I've got 1 or 2 panels confirmed and 2 to go. So yeah, can't wait. Can't wait to see everyone's shiny, happy faces for the first event of the year.
Look at this. I mean, again, you can tell how our team are. Look, Paige is even counting the end of days. So yeah, so she must have on a desktop. You know what Kat's like. She calls herself the rechargeable bunny, the Duracell bunny. She's just full of energy, but she's now in AP Week. Thank you, Paige. So you know you've got 76 days to go and download our pack, get involved. We've got loads of things planned this year, like challenges, competitions, lots and lots of stuff. The most important part during the week, though, is we celebrate accounts payable and procure to pay as a profession. We tell the world about how hard it is and the difficult jobs that we do. But more importantly, we tell people that we're a professional body and we're a professional organisation, and that we represent you and you represent us. So thank you, Paige, for that. And as Kat says, the Leadership Forum, again, tends to be a membership benefit. So it's smack in the middle of that week, it's 21st of May. And it's last year, if anything like last year, it was amazing. We hired out a large auditorium. We had an award ceremony. We had 4 or 5 bits of content, you know, panels and content. And it's that whole getting together as leaders and influencers and talking about how we're going to continue to shape just loads of content. And I've seen some of the content that Kat's already pulling together, and even I'm looking forward to it. I'm guessing Kat will share it with me at some point, and at some point she'll probably want me to get up on stage and do something. But yeah, so 21st of May, time for your diary. Make sure if you're a member of ours, put that in your diary as well. But for the week, for the 19th to the 23rd, let's get creative. Okay, Kat.
We can't promise take that this year.
No, we haven't got Rich. We've got Richard Ransom joining us again. Probably Take That were next door, weren't they, last year? And if for anybody that doesn't know, my wife is a huge Take That fan, and I happened to bump into Howard Donnell at a service station. Took a photo of him, and I'm pretty sure the guy thought I was trying to kidnap him. But anyway, that's enough said of that. So, Kat, look, we're in trouble as I said. We've told them all about AP Week. James, Brian, if you're watching this, avert your eyes. We're going to tell them a little bit about it now. So the conference, Kat, this is the biggie. This is the one that we want everybody to attend. It's our 10th anniversary. It's the conference and gala dinner. It's it is absolutely the biggest event in Europe now for payables and procure to pay and AP. We're going all out this year. There's lots planned. In fact, even some of the stuff that I'm planning at the moment, or we're planning at the moment, just sounds amazing. It's the 14th of October. So Tuesday, the 14th of October. Similar to last year, full day conference, followed by the gala dinner and awards. We will be shortly, I guess, again, James and the marketing team will slap my wrists at this. We will be shortly announcing all the award categories, I guess. That'll happen in the next weeks, months, whatever it will be. Please get your nominations in. Slight change this year for the award nominations, purely on the basis that we had well over 500 last year nominations, and it's a lot for Kat and I and the judges to go through. So this year only members can actually nominate, because we have, we've got lots of members, if you like, hundreds of thousands of members, and what we're trying to do is really make sure that we're supporting the people that support us. So if you're a member, and you'll get that email, I guess, about the awards, please put the nominations in, because if anything, it's like the last 2 gala dinners that we had, they were super special. They really were. You know, if I had some hair, I'd let it down, but we dress up a bit, we have a bit of a celebration. The conference in the day is just phenomenal. Content's amazing. Kat did an amazing job last year of emceeing the day, but it's our 10th year. So the only thing I'm going to say, and again, Kat, you don't even know this, there's going to be some surprises. That's the only thing I'll say. I'm going to say there's some surprises. You know, when they say things like, you might want to bring a few of the previous people that have been helping us shape, maybe some of those might rock up. Some of that, you know, when they say bring the band back together, maybe that is a clue. But also the most important part is we want you to be there. We want the people that have shaped our community, the people we serve, which is you, our community and our members, and the wider community. So if you've never been to an event, the conference is the one to go to, purely on the basis that it's just amazing. And last year, what we also did, Kat, which I thought worked quite well, was we had some of our influencers and our ambassadors as a welcoming committee. So people, you know, if you go through the doors and you're welcomed by 400 or 500 people in a room, that's quite, you know, it's quite nerve-wracking. So what we did last year, and we'll probably just refine it a bit this year, is we got our influencer community, these people that really have been around us a long time. They took you under their wings. They sort of supported you. They spoke to you about what to expect on the day. And it was almost like a buddying system. And that worked really, really well. We're learning. Every year we learn a bit. Kat, I guess we're going to do the similar thing this year. It's the same venue. I'm allowed to say that because I know. So it's the same venue as last year. So it's central Birmingham. It's on the NEC Park. It's the National Exhibition Conference Centre. On sort of the NEC Park, as I say. It's the 14th of October. It's Tuesday. No excuses. Go book your hotels now, because you get the best deals. Get yourself, we'll be reaching out to all our members, obviously, but if you've not been or you're thinking about becoming a member, reach out to one of our team, reach out to Kat, reach out to myself. We'll talk you through the benefits of membership, but we'll also talk you through all the events that we do, all the sort of stuff that we do, but also the conference and the awards. Just totally phenomenal. So Kat, tell me, what are you looking forward to this year?
Oh, Lord. I think for me, because obviously last year was my first year kind of fully enroll and fully doing the events for the first time. For me, I'm really looking forward to this year, maybe being able to like relax a little bit because I've gone through the cycle now. Like the support from the community has been absolutely phenomenal. So I'm really looking forward to all the content this year. We've got more people kind of stepping up who want to develop into speaking, which is great because it might mean I can take an event off. Jamie's looking at me like, no, you can't. But no, okay. I'm just going to put a holiday in. But no, I'm really looking forward to just how we continue to grow, because I think the 10-year anniversary is going to be something really, really special. Just on the awards, some of the awards have changed this year. So keep an eye out for that and descriptions, because, you know, we like to just make extra work for ourselves and change things. But it was about time for a nice little facelift. So I'm really excited for that part as well.
Perfect. And Kat, I mean, again, look, all of our events, you know, we put a lot of time and effort. Our team in the background, our operations, our marketing, our sales team, our BDE team, everybody that works in the APA business work exceptionally hard. Literally every week we're planning. We were on a call earlier, as you know, Kat. We were on a team call earlier, planning, because that's what we try and do, is do what our members want and need. And for us, yes, the event schedule, because I've got a question in the chat here from a young man from the States about sort of the live events we do face to face. What we're also doing is we've got this new platform, which is a community platform, and that's launching this week actually. So let me just pop this on, and I can see Mandy's come in and jumped in straight away. So Alvaro has said here that he's in the US. Will learning from this be applicable to our country, you know, in the US? And apologies, not sure how different AP is handled in the UK. Great question. And it's something we chat about, and I'll put Mandy's comment on in a second. But we work with Mandy. Mandy is over in the States. She's a member of ours. We work with a wonderful Mary Schaefer. And Mary's a big fan of ours. We're a fan of Mary's. You never know. Mary might crop up at the conference as well. You don't know. Can't give too much away. But look, Alvaro, to answer your question, and I'll take that off and I'll put Mandy's answer on as well. So to answer your question, The content that we provide is 95% global. The bit that we don't do is we don't delve into the world of local state regulations. So in the States, we're very aware you've got some local complexities. But if you talk about the process, the people, the managements, how you actually manage accounts payable, what the good looks like, what's the best practice in accounts payable, very similar to what Mandy's saying, who's an amazing member of ours.
And
It's very,
ambassador.
and an ambassador, it's very similar across the globe. So what's interesting is that the reason we brought in this new membership, this influencer, sort of this professional membership and the community chat is, and as Mandy will absolutely attest to, is the powers in the community. So Alvaro, if you want to know, is the content relevant to the US? Absolutely, it really is. Because what we talk about regularly in our chats, in our community areas, with our online events, we do a lot of live events, cat talks to our members all the time. We do regular webinars, we do regular masterclasses. What we're always doing is trying to learn from the global community. So Alvaro, look, it is absolutely on point for anybody globally. What we've not really done a great job is promoting it across the UK, everywhere outside of the UK shores. But that's changing this year with the new professional membership, with our online communities. We have members around the world anyway. We've got people in Europe and the US, we've got people in Asia Pac, we've got them all over. But we are really now pushing to try and get more global memberships. So Alvaro, I would absolutely recommend going checking out our membership pages, look at the content, jump into the areas. You go and you'll be absolutely amazed the support you get from the membership community. Anything and everything is discussed, literally everything and anything. Every challenge, every automation, any process, any people challenges you have, to the funny side of AP. How can we keep ourselves sane, and how can we motivate our teams? You name it, we talk about it. So please, if you're watching this from anywhere other than UK and Ireland, yes, it's applicable to everybody. Yes, I understand, as Mandy's already been to one of our conferences over in the UK, flying or coming across to the UK to come to one of our events could be a challenge. But Kat, Mandy threw down the gauntlet to me last year and said, can we not do an event in the States? Again, just watch out, see what happens. And we've got a lot planned this year. So, but we're telling you about the things that we're allowed to tell you at this point. So yeah, please make sure, if you've never sort of joined that community, if you want to find out more information, jump on one of the chats. Anybody who's in this chat, by the way, Alvaro, just go and chat them. Reach out to Mandy, go and connect with Mandy, have a chat with her about the benefits, because not only do you get training, online training in our portals. Here we go. Look, Mandy's sort of vaguely recall an event that I'm supposed to do in the US. Listen, Mandy, trust me, I'd fly out there tomorrow. The weather here in the UK is absolutely rubbish. But I did say that it's something that I need to do, or we need to do. And we're definitely going to do some European stuff. We're definitely going to do something in the States in the sort of the near to longer term future. But at the same time, one of the things we really want to do is get people involved in our community. And to do that, we've got an entry level, which is the community level or the professional level. Go and have a look at that if you can. So look, we've been rabbiting on for 33 minutes, according to this clock up here, Kat, I think. We said it was going to be 30 minutes. So we've told you about the survey. So reminder, go back, you'll see the links to the survey. We told you about the key influencers. Please, to all the current key influencers, if you want to remain a key influencer, please reapply. It is an application process. The process itself, let's just quickly remind people, Kat, you fill out the scorecard, you get an email once you've completed it to say you've completed it. Then we go through the judging process, we answer all the questions, and then we'll reach out to you. That's the way the process works. So yeah, we have several people that fill out twice or three times because we haven't gone back to them. Give us a break, give us some chance. So we'll come back to you with that one as well. Key dates, we've got the APA updates, Manchester, Birmingham and London. Kat gave us the dates. We've got AP week, which is the 19th to 23rd. 21st of May, we've got the forum, the leadership and influencer forum, which is going to be absolutely out of this world. That's the first event of the year, actually, on the 21st of May. And then we've got the biggie, 14th of October, which is the conference. We won't even talk about the back end of the year at this point, Kat, which is like House of Lords and that good stuff. Have I missed anything, Kat? And what's it like to be back? Even though you keep disappearing on me and you got this thing screwed up, what's it like to be back?
From a cab. Yeah, it's sponsored by Chromacam. Yeah, it's really nice to be back. Nice to see the comments coming through, and I'm really looking forward to doing more. I'm sure we'll be doing more. We still need a name. We said last year we need to get like some sort of jazzy name, don't we?
A jazzy name. Well, look, I'll leave that to you. You're a lot more creative than me, Kat. As I say, you're now sponsored by Chromacam. So I don't know who they are, but Kat is sponsored by Chromacam. She's obviously been paid to do this. But look, thank you, Kat, as always. Looking forward to the year ahead. We've got loads on, as always. And we've also, by the way, we've got lots of content that's been brought out, lots of qualifications, our membership platforms, the ACT platform that Kat's been working on, and the quality program. But we'll talk about that over the next sort of coming weeks and months. Kat and I will be on doing these lives a lot more regularly going forward, mainly around membership, but we'll talk more detail. For now, thank you ever so much for everybody that's tuned in this late afternoon or early morning if you're in the States. I don't know what time it is over there in the States, Monday, but I'm guessing it's a bit early. Thank you for tuning in. And we will look forward to seeing you, whether it's online, virtually, or at a physical event of ours. Have a wonderful day, and we'll speak to you again soon. Thanks all.